down the near side sideline to the 30, the 20, the 10. They're not going to get him. It's a Robert C. Byrd touchdown.
Welcome, everyone, to Staten Field on the campus of Robert C. Byrd High School for today's broadcast of Robert C. Byrd Baseball. This evening's matchup is between Big Ten Conference foes, the Philip Barbour Colts, and our Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles. I am Basil Lucas, and as always, I am joined by my broadcast partner, former high school coach Ryan Lance. Ryan, Philip Barbour comes in tonight's contest with a 10-6 record on the season. The Colts last played on Monday where they were beaten by our Flying Eagles 16-4. What do you expect to see from Philip Barbour this evening, Coach?
Well, Coach, I think the Colts are going to try to put up runs early. One of the things going against this RCB team is you kind of have to score with them. So I think that'll be their template moving forward this evening.
Ryan, Philip Barbour's averaging 9 runs a game on the season and giving up an average of 5 runs a game. Obviously, you're going to see that there's a 10-6 record there. You're going to have a winning record when those numbers work out that way. What will the Colts need to do differently tonight against the Flying Eagles roster?
Well, I think one of the things they'll need to do is to limit the base runners for the Flying Eagles and no walks, play solid defense behind them, don't give them easy passes. This RCB squad is going to hit the ball on their own. Don't help them.
On the home front, the Flying Eagles come in tonight's contest with a 14-6 record. The Flying Eagles lost their last contest at Fairmont Senior last night, where the Eagles were beaten 9-4. Ryan, what do you expect from manager Tanner Hill's Eagles tonight?
Well, I expect a bounce-back game. They've only lost 2 games back-to-back this season, so you want to avoid the losing streaks, which they've done a good job of this year. And, tough one last night against a good Polar Bear squad, so I would expect Coach Hill's squad to come out here ready to play today.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk to Robert C. Byrd manager Tanner Hill and get some insight into this evening's game. RCBSN Baseball.
Flying Eagle Network.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Now let us speak to Robert C. Byrd manager Tanner Hill. Coach, your club's coming off a tough loss against a quality opponent last night against Fairmont Senior. Can you recap for our viewers what took place in last night's contest?
Oh, we had too many walks, and that was the biggest thing. We had walks, and that don't lead to very good innings. And I think Nick gave 7 walks in 5 innings, and only gave him 3 hits. But that's what set him up for there. And they got a couple good hits, but it was after getting set up.
Coach, your team's playing the Colts, who you were able to handle convincingly on Monday, 16-4. Coaches always worry about teams that may be overlooking teams that they've already beaten. How do you think your club will attack that challenge this evening?
Well, I don't think we're going to overlook them. We know that they're a good quality sectional opponent, and we're trying to show them that we're the boss in this section.
Coach, you're going to start freshman Logan Fromm. What can the fans expect to see from Logan this evening?
Logan's going to get it up around high 70s, 80s with a curveball that he can throw for strikes when he's going good, and hopefully he gives a good performance today and gets us through 4 or 5 innings.
Coach, what is your Flying Eagle club going to need to do to win their 15th game of the season?
We just got to come out and play. We got to turn the page from yesterday and show that we're able to come out today and play our brand of baseball.
Coach, thanks for taking time with us today, and good luck.
Thanks, Baz.
That was manager Tanner Hill of the Flying Eagles. Let's introduce the starting lineup for Robert C. Byrd. Batting first and playing right field, Evan Warren. Batting second and playing center field, Tanner Cook. Batting third and playing third base, Nick George. Batting in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Luke Sperry. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Nathaniel Junkins. Batting sixth and playing second base, Braden Thomason. Batting seventh and playing left field, Bryce Byrd. Batting eighth and pitching, Logan Fromm. Batting ninth and doing the catching, Waylon Dodd. Now, Coach, let us talk about what your keys are today for a Flying Eagle victory.
Well, Coach, I think the first key is for Logan to come out and be aggressive tonight. I think he needs to throw first pitch strikes, and he needs to really work hard to stay ahead in the count against a good Philip Barbour team. Next thing is the Flying Eagles need to set up the heart of their order. They need to get runners on base for guys like Nick George and Nathaniel Junkins and guys that have a high slugging percentage, and get these guys around the bases. And then the final thing is they need to keep it tight behind Logan. They need to support him on the defensive end. I think last night some miscues kind of led to some runs and some free passes, kind of set the table for the Polar Bears. So hopefully the Flying Eagles can limit that tonight and come out and play a clean game.
Okay, we'll be back shortly. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with today's first pitch. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back here at Staten Field, a windy, cool afternoon in late April on the campus of Robert C. Byrd High School. Would you say windy, breezy, or just flat out?
It's a little bit more than breezy, Coach. I think a couple of these guys from either squad get the ball in the air. It might go a little bit. I wouldn't want to be an outfielder today.
So key for the Flying Eagles tonight are going to be Logan Fromm, put a freshman out on the, he was able to pitch an inning last night against a quality opponent, Fairmont Senior. He's starting today, and Coach Manager Tanner Hill said he's looking to go 4 or 5 innings with him this afternoon. But the key is for him to throw strikes.
It's early in the count, and don't pitch from behind. That's the goal.
Leading off for the Colts, the catcher, Tyler Sisson. Fromm with the pitch. Right on the outside corner, swing and a miss, strike one.
And I think that you see if he can locate those early pitches, he's got a fastball that most guys are going to have a tough time keeping up with. I know he has a nice off speed that he'll use as a counter.
Sisson hits a straightaway to Tanner Cook for the first out of the evening. Coming up to bat now for the Colts, a shortstop, Cody Cooper.
And that's all Logan has to do this evening is put it right there. He's got a good defense behind him. And, 2 pitch outs will take him all night.
From gets a sign from Waylon Dodd. In the windup, here's the pitch. It's a low and outside for ball 1. From with a fastball, belt high, fouled away for strike 1.
Coach, I wasn't here to see what the field looked like this morning, but it looks pretty darn good for the weather that we've had the last couple days. So kudos to the program for getting this field ready like it is today.
No question about that. This is no kidding. There were ducks in a ditch behind the school, swimming in a ditch. That's how wet it was. Cooper hits the ball to second baseman Braden Thomason. He's on to Luke Sperry for out number 2.
Number 32, Alfred Inch.
2 quick outs for the Flying Eagles.
Logan must be listening to our pregame because he's following the script.
From gets a sign from Dodd. Here's the windup in the pitch. Curveball's low and outside for ball 1.
Well, you're in the number 3 hitter. Ish is a good athlete. He's a good baseball player. So, you want to give him maybe something that the other batters haven't seen. Starts him off with a breaking pitch, and Ish held off on it.
Josiah Ish is the pitcher for this evening's contest. Pitch is inside, swing and a miss by Ish. That ball's climbed the ladder right there, and
it shows you what Logan's capable of. When he sits back and lets it go, he can get the ball by some guys. So see if he moves it around the plate a little bit.
From ahead in the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No runners on, 1 and 2. You might even want to break one outside, see if you can get Ish chasing it. You got to worry about a drop third strike. So see how we can play it clean here.
Curveball. Ish does a good job. He hits a single over the head of Braden Thomason.
Great job getting it in by Evan.
So during that at bat, Ish just took the curveball and hit it over the second baseman's head. He just went with the pitch, Coach.
Great piece of hitting by Ish. It was a good pitch right in the spot where Logan wanted. But he hit it in there, and again, Robert C. Byrd outfield. Good job getting the ball in by Evan Warren, limiting it to a single.
Up to bat for the Colts, the center fielder, Josiah Matlick. Josiah is a darn good athlete from Philip Barbour. From's first pitch is low for ball 1.
Yeah, multi-sport athlete, big, strong kid. I would imagine he's one of the leaders of this team, so he has an opportunity to help his club here in the top of the first.
From the stretch, he goes to first base. Ish goes in head first safely. Second pitch is low and outside for ball 2.
This is how you want to see how Logan responds. He's in a stretch, runner on. Can he bear down and throw some strikes here?
From's pitch just outside for ball 3. Pitch had a lot of black on it, Coach.
Yeah, it was a close one. Looks like Logan's adjusted his footing on the mound. That's fine. That's not the worst thing in the world. Matt looks capable of doing some damage.
Base on
You hate to
ball,
put
bring
guys
up
on,
number
but
23, Jaden Herron.
start with a fresh count on Heron and see what we can do here.
So the third baseman, Jaden Herron, in the box for Phil Barbour. Runners on first and second, bottom of the first. 2 outs. Logan Fromm in the windup. Here's the pitch. Pitch is just outside for ball 1. Just a hair off. He's just a hair outside right now.
Yeah, he's trying to find his spot. But I like the fact that he's attacking the outside portion of the plate.
Fromm gets that pitch is low for ball 2. Just missing. He's all around the zone, Coach, all around it. 2 balls, no strikes on Heron. Pickoff play goes to Thomas into second base. And Ish slides in head first, safe again. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Pitch is high for ball 3.
Logan kind of shortened up his follow-through on that one. That's why the ball stayed up on him.
Three balls, no strikes on the number 5 hitter for the Colts. Nice pitch on the inside corner for Fromm. Take the count to 3 balls with 1 strike. Waylon Dodd giving a little encouragement from. Pitch is high and inside for ball 4. Bases are loaded now for the Colts.
Base on balls for Heron will bring up number 00, Nick Gonzalez.
Well, opportunity for Fromm. Going up against Gonzalez now. Senior Waylon Dodd's going out to kind of talk to him. Keep his, make sure that they're both on the same page. What you don't want here is you don't want an easy run with a wild pitch or a pass ball. So making sure that the signals are all good and just let Logan go after Gonzalez here.
Well, a good point there, Coach. And you know, this is another opportunity. This is going to allow Logan to get back in the full windup where he seemed very comfortable. But he's going to stay in the stretch.
Yeah, he seems comfortable in the stretch.
Pitch is in a dirt. Good stop by Waylon Dodd. Keeps it in front of him. Runners can't advance. Timeout by the manager, Tanner Hill.
Well, I think Coach Hill, it looks like Logan's probably a little frustrated right now, and his mechanics are just a tad bit off. So Coach Hill went out to talk to him, and we saw in the first 2 batters, man, he was just spot on and he did exactly what he needed to do. So Coach Hill, you know, what you need to do with inexperienced guys, go out there and pat them on the butt and kind of make sure that everyone's on the same plan, having the same strategy. And, you know, also the other part of this, Coach Hill is a former catcher. This is something he does extremely, extremely well, is working with pitchers and talking to them and kind of seeing what they're seeing.
So the meeting on the mound is over. Logan is now in the full windup. It's a sign. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high for ball 2.
So, you know, when you're younger and you're having a tough time finding the plate, you're trying different things.
Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Takes the count 2-1.
Yeah, Coach, you change your grip. You maybe change where your foot lands. You might move left or right on the rubber. Just trying to find that spot again.
Ball's hit to just out of the reach of Nathaniel Junkins. Here comes Matlick around third, and he'll score the second run. So
2-run single for Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez hits a 2-run single just out of the reach of Nathaniel Junkins to put the Colts up 2-0.
Yeah, guy on second, Fan was kind of moving a little bit, trying to make sure that that Ish, whoever was on second, I'm sorry, but he trying to make sure he stayed there, and it kind of caught him moving, and he wasn't able to grab that one, and just a nice piece of hitting by Gonzalez.
The right fielder, Ethan Floyd, comes to bat for the Colts. leading now 2-0 from the stretch. Ball's hit to right field. Tanner Cook calls.
Tanner Cook makes the play to end the inning.
Evan Warren off for the third out.
First, your score, Philip Barbour to Robert C. Byrd.
Philip Barbour scores 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 runners left on base at the end of the top half of the first inning. Philip Barbour Colts 2, Flying Eagles coming to bat. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back here at Staten Field, bottom of the first inning, the Flying Eagles coming to bat, down 2-0 to the Philip Barbour Colts. Philip Barbour has Alfred Ish on the mound for him this evening, and we're just watching him warm up. Coach, looks like he's got a pretty good fastball, off-speed pitch.
Yeah, they look like those pitches complement each other well, and you know, when you just getting out of some bad weather and these games have to be played close together, you know, having available arms is always a challenge for a coach. So I'm sure both of these teams want to try to get 4 or 5 innings out of each pitcher.
Leading off for the Flying Eagles is the right fielder, Evan Warren. Alfred Ish in the windup. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high and inside.
Evan batting a robust .387 on the year, and he has a .487 on-base percentage. So he's one of the mainstays in this lineup.
Ish. Pitch. And the ball goes through the shortstop's legs, Cody Cooper, and that allows Evan Warren to reach first base.
Yeah, that ball took an extra hop. It would have been close, I think, anyway, but shortstop just had a tough time staying down on it. This is what you don't want to do if you're Philip Barbour against this Flying Eagle lineup. They don't need help.
Batting seconds to center fielder, number 1, Tanner Cook. Warren with the lead at first. Curveball, off-speed pitch down and away for ball 1.
And I'm sure this evening we're going to see the strategy that Coach Hill likes to employ, which is being aggressive on the base paths. And when you have athletes that can run, it's a luxury.
Ball's low and away. And Evan Warren steals second base standing up.
I mean, they didn't even try. He got such a great jump on that the catcher didn't even have a throw down.
Sisler caught the ball low and away and really didn't have a chance to even make a play.
No.
Evan Warren with the lead. He's going to advance to third. Plays made by Cody Cooper. Gets the out at first on Cook for the first out of the inning. But he's able to move Evan Warren to third base.
Yeah, I bet
check swing.
Tanner, yeah, he would like to have that back. He just check swing and hit it right beside the pitcher to the shortstop. But advance the runner.
Alfred Ish in the stretch, man on third for the Flying Eagles. Nick George at bat, and he ropes one in the left center gap. One hops the fence. That's going to drive in Evan Warren, and Nick George jogs into second base for a double. He's been on an absolute tear with extra base hits the last few games.
One of the hottest hitters in the conference, Nick George. They start him off with a curveball. Nick keeps his hands back, stays down, hits it where it's pitched, and they're going to have to put a sign out in left center field that says the Nick George seating area, because that's where the baseballs are flying every time he bats.
The first baseman, Luke Sperry, at bat for the Flying Eagles, takes a first pitch low from Ish for ball one. So Flying Eagles with a runner in scoring position, one out, down 2-1, bottom of the first inning. Ish with a curveball just high for ball two. You don't know if Ish is trying to pitch around the number 4 hitter for the Flying Eagles. Really low on the first pitch, really high on the second pitch.
Open base, so.
And Sperry turns on the ball. It's hit well to left field. And kiss it goodbye. Home run, Luke Sperry. Flying Eagles take the lead, 3-2.
Great job by Luke staying down on that pitch. On the inner half, he turns on it and just sends it flying. Again, a gusty day like this, it doesn't need much. But he took it for a ride. And, again, it's one of the challenges of playing this RCB squad is you have to kind of keep up with them on the scoreboard. So great job by Luke.
Flying Eagles all meet at home plate. What a great atmosphere that is. That was awesome to watch, Coach.
Yeah, very celebratory and well-deserved for Luke.
Daniel Junkins.
Now I want to see how Ish responds to this.
It's going to bring up Nathaniel Junkins, the shortstop. First pitch is high for ball one.
Always interested to see how a pitcher responds after giving up a home run.
Ish with the pitch, swing and a miss by Junkins. That'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball down the middle, fan just missed it.
Flying Eagles take the lead in the bottom of the first inning, 3-2. 1-1 count on Junkins. Here's the pitch, curveball in for strike 2. The old 12-6 curveball, Coach.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to start off with that pitch, and I think he got a different sign from the dugout.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Junkins. Here's the pitch. And Junkins stays alive. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, and he's able to fight it off to stay alive, Coach.
Yeah, that's a good piece of pitching by Ish, and good job by Big Fans hanging in there. 1-2 count. You don't have the luxury of being that particular. So if it's around the zone, you got to make some contact with it.
Ish's pitch is inside for ball 2. That'll even the count on Than. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I would imagine the curveball's coming back here, probably on the outer half of the plate.
Ball's hit to center field to Josiah Matlick. He takes 3 steps and makes the play. Ball's carrying tonight, Coach. It was just got caught up in the wind there. And
well, if you're a team that gets under the baseball, tonight's your night because that ball is going 10, 15 feet further because of this wind.
Yeah, the wind's blowing right to left here. It's Staten Field with a pretty steady breeze. Up to bat with 2 outs for the Flying Eagles is the second baseman, Braden Thomason.
Braden leading this squad with his batting average of .442. So he's, getting on base in a .516 clip.
Second pitch is in there for strike 1. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strikes on Thomason.
Pretty good for a guy that hasn't played baseball in 5 years.
Pitch is inside. And foul. It actually hits Thomason on the arm, and he goes on to first base.
Ish went sidearm there for a little, or three-quarter slot when he threw that one, and it confused, I think, Braden, and it got away from him. So
J.D. Ford into bat for the Flying Eagles. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike one. Ish with a pickoff move to first base. Thomason in there easily. You may see Thomason get aggressive here on the base pads with 2 outs. He's been pretty aggressive this season.
Yeah, and I was going to say Ish really hasn't established his pickoff move yet, so I don't think we've seen his best one. He might be playing a little possum. That was a little throw over just to let him know he was thinking about him, but
Thomason takes off and pitch is fouled back by J.D. Ford.
Coach Hill going a little hit and run. Freshman J.D. Ford protecting the runner on that one.
Not quite sure, Coach, if this is a DH situation or if this is a pinch hit or something happened to Bryce Bird. Curveball. Ford hits it to the third baseman. Heron throws it to first base. And Halfia able to put the tag on Ford for the third out of the inning.
Heron to Halpin.
Great job coming off the bag and making that tag. JD can run, so he got up the line pretty quick, and it was a good job by the Colts getting out of that inning.
So, into one full inning, Flying Eagles are able to score 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 man left on base at the end of the first inning. Robert C. Byrd 3, the Philip Barbour Colts 2. RCBSN Baseball.
Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back here at State Field, the Flying Eagles up on the Colts at top of the second inning, 3-2. Up to bat. I made a mistake last inning. It's Ethan Floyd batting now, the right fielder.
Now batting for Philip Barbour, number 1, Ethan Floyd.
Logan settling in, getting that first pitch strike. What you want to see?
From the wind-up, second pitch is in there for strike 2, heading to count, no balls, 2 strikes on the number 8 hitter.
And that's where he was missing last inning, a little bit outside. He's getting the calls this inning.
0-2 pitch. Breaking ball on the outside, blown away for ball 1. Nice pitch, 0-2 right there, Coach.
As he gets more experience, he'll make that pitch more enticing in an 0-2 count, and he'll get some swinging misses out of that.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Floyd. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Ball was dropped, but Dodd able to pick it back up and throw it on to Sperry for the first out of the inning.
Good pitching. It's what you want. Get that first out of the inning. You know, as a pitcher, it just relaxes you so much when you finally get that first out. And,
number 15, Miles Hutzler.
The chance of a big inning significantly decreases when you don't get that first batter on.
Miles Hutzler, the left fielder and number 9 hitter for the Colts at bat. From in the windup, here's the pitch. Fastball, foul tip for strike 1.
Logan looks like he's picking up his pace a little bit. That's a good sign.
Frum's next pitch is fouled back by Hutzler. Again, Frum ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Last time ahead in the count, he went with a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me to see him go high here, a little bit of high heat, because I think he can get it by a few guys.
Dodd gives a sign. Fastball up high and turned on by the number 9 hitter, Miles Hutzler. Hutzler stayed alive. It was a good pitch by Frum again. He's still ahead 0-2. Frum gets a sign.
He wants to go up the ladder here. It's all right.
Pitches up high for ball 1.
Saw Dodd tap his mitt, wanting him to climb up there, and Hutzler laid off of it.
1-2 pitch. Ball's just high for ball 2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter.
Kind of the same spot. He's going to probably come back in a little bit.
Fouled away to stay alive is Hutzler. Top of the second inning here at Staten Field. Flying Eagles ahead 3-2. 1 out. 2 ball, 2 count on the number 9 hitter. And he stays alive with another fastball foul tipped back to the cage.
Good job by Hutzler. Good at bat. Good job by Frum, hanging in there. Keep hitting his spots.
Dodd with a pitch.
Yeah.
And what a great pitch by Logan Frum. Right on the outside corner for strike 3.
Well, he'd set him up earlier. He went to the outside portion of the plate, couple fastballs. Hutzler laid off of it. Logan came back, and Dodd, the catcher, got him in a little tighter, and great pitch for out number 2.
Tyler Sisson, the catcher, up to bat. Fouls the first pitch away for strike 1. Again, the theme for the second inning is Frum stayed ahead in the count so far on all 3 batters.
3 at bats and 3 first pitch strikes. Game becomes a little easier to pitch when you're doing it that way.
Logan in the windup. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know, I'm watching Logan. I'm watching his form. When he can get his arm through, but sometimes his arm drags, and that's where he overthrows. When his timing's good and his arm is balanced, man, he's just tough to hit.
No balls, 2 strikes on the catcher. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3.
Great pitching. Great job.
Frum strikes out the side, heading into the bottom of the
So
second.
no runs on, no hits, nobody left on base. At the end of 1.5, Robert C. Byrd, 3, Philip Barbour, 2, RCBSN Baseball.
Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects, augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back here at Staten Field, the Flying Eagles up 3-2, bottom of the second inning. The pitcher, Logan Fromm, up to bat, trying to help himself out. Alfred Ish on the mound for the Colts. Here's the pitch. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike one.
Great second inning for Logan. Struck out the side. So he's going to try to help his own cause here, get on base and get a little bit of action going for the Flying Eagles.
Ish with a curve ball in there for strike two. Swing and a miss by Fromm.
It's Ish's arm motion. It makes it tough to pick up his curve.
Yeah, Logan's shoulder kind of got out in front of him there, his front shoulder, Coach.
Yeah.
On that off-speed pitch. And Fromm hits a soft line drive to Alfred Ish for the first out of the top of the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting for the Eagles.
Up to bat,
3, Waylon Dodd.
the catcher, Waylon Dodd. Ish's first pitch is high for ball one. Second pitch is low and away. Dodd ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes.
That was a case of Ish overstriding on his release. Dodd is up 2-0. As a senior, he's not going to take unnecessary swings. So this is going to be a tough at-bat for Ish.
Dodd with a grounder to the shortstop.
Great play.
Cody Cooper able to make the play, throw on to Mason Halfia for out number 2.
Barbour. Back to the top.
Yeah,
order,
backhand by the
number 4,
shortstop.
Evan Warren.
Kind of in the hole a little bit, comes up firing, and a great stretch by the first baseman to get a hustling Waylon Dodd up the line.
Yeah, really solid play. When that ball was hit off the bat, I thought for sure it was going to be a hit.
Yeah.
2 outs, and the Flying Eagles back to the top of the lineup with Evan Warren. Evan Warren's first pitch swinging, hit foul up the first base line, and the catch is made for out number 3 by Mason Halfia. The Flying Eagles go 3 up and 3 down.
Play made by number 3, Mason Halfia.
No runs on no hits. Nobody left on base for Robert C. Bird at the end of 2 full innings. RCB 3, Philip Barbour 2. RCBSN Baseball.
Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back at Staten Field, the Flying Eagles up 3-2 on the Colts. Top of the
Leading
third
off for
inning.
Barbour, number 10, Cody Cooper.
Up to bat, the shortstop, Cody Cooper. Looking from the windup, first pitch is fouled away for strike one.
Yeah, a little bit of fireworks. First inning for both squads offensively, and second inning the pitchers kind of reasserted themselves and shut down both sides. Clean single right back up at the middle, the center fielder, right in front of his Cook's feet.
Cooper with a hit right up the middle.
Single for Cody Cooper.
Cooper with a hit right up the middle.
Number 32, Alfred Ish.
Picked up by Tanner Cook and thrown in.
That's what you want if you're from. If they get those hits, tip your cap, because you'll have enough in your lineup to counteract that. You want to limit the walks.
First pitch to the pitcher, Alfred Ish, blown away for ball one. From with a pickoff play, throw to Sperry, and Cooper's easily back into first base. From again, throws to first base. Cooper that time had to go in head first, Coach.
Yeah, he's got his attention now.
From in the stretch, pitches just inside for ball one. Or ball two, excuse me. 2 balls, no strikes on the pitcher. From gets a sign from Dodd. Here's the pitch.
Nice pitch.
Right on the outside, half of the plate for strike one. Cooper's on first base, conservative lead. Ball's hit.
He hung that one.
Way far out of Staten Field is Alfred Ish. It's a 2-run home run for the Colts, and that'll give the Colts the lead 4-3.
I couldn't tell if it was a curveball. It looked like it had a little movement, but Ish stayed right on it, and he drove it. Nice hit. Puts the Colts up by 1. No outs. Now you want to see how Logan responds to that. Still has the heart of the lineup he has to face.
That'll bring up the cleanup hitter.
Now batting number 4.
Number 4, the center fielder, Josiah Matlick. Matlick walked his first time at bat. From with a pitch. Inside pitch is fouled away for strike one. Looks like the Flying Eagles are getting the bullpen working, Coach.
But I love to see that out of Logan, though. Cleanup hitter, you just gave up a 2-run dinger, and now you're 0-2 on this guy. No runners on. I definitely wouldn't challenge him here, see if you can get him chasing something.
No balls, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt for ball one on the number 4 hitter Matlick. From gets the call from Dodd.
Nice pitch.
Pitches right on the outside corner and like a bulldog. Logan From, after the 2-run home run, strikes out the number 4 hitter.
That is absolutely what you want to see from your pitcher, especially a freshman pitcher that doesn't have a lot of experience. He comes right back. One of the leaders of Philip Barbour's squad goes after him and gets the called third strike.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Jaden Herron. Off-speed pitch to Herron's blown away for ball one. Heron hits the ball down the right field line. Evan Warren takes about 4 steps to his left and makes the easy play for out number 2. So just what Logan needed, a strikeout, soft fly ball to right field. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Well, and Logan's given up 2 runs this inning, but he's made basically one bad pitch on that home run. So, he's battling.
From with a pitch just high for ball 1. 90% of the batters in high school baseball, that's a strike.
Yeah, you're right.
Comes right back and paints the outside corner for strike 1 to even the count on Gonzalez, the second baseman.
Now, Gonzalez doesn't have the strike zone that the previous couple batters had, so it's an adjustment for Logan. Nice off speed there. Whalen got in his Tony Pena crouch, so they were wanting a low target, and Logan delivered on that.
From ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, gets a sign from Dodd. Fastball inside, fouled away. Dodd won that pitch on the outside corner. From just missed on the inside corner.
Well, I love the fact that they're attacking the outside part of the plate. Effective high school baseball pitchers, and if they can do that, they're going to be successful.
From's pitch was inside, and Gonzalez able to.
I actually don't know how good. It's pretty athletic, Gonzalez getting away from that. I thought it was going to square him up a little bit, but.
I heard a thumping, and now I know why the umpire took it off the left toe.
Oh, okay.
So he did a little dance trying to get some feeling back in his left foot.
Thankless job.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high and inside, and that's going to run the count full.
Logan again shortened his follow-through, and that's going to leave the ball staying up. So just buckle down here. And
here's the payoff pitch. Pitch is low for ball 4. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Mason Halfin.
Gonzalez has been a tough out for the Flying Eagles today. Singled his first at bat. Full count walk on that one. So
Halvin hits the ball and just by a diving. Tanner Cook with a play into third base. And Gonzalez able to get into third.
Single for Mason Halifin.
That ball was just by. What a great effort by Braden Thomas in trying to get to that.
I thought he was going to grab it, as athletic as he is. So
Colts have runners on first and third with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. They're ahead 4-3. Floyd fouls the ball down the left field line.
Floyd
strike 1.
Struck out his last at bat. If I'm Logan, I'm not worried about the guy at first too much. I want to go down and get this number 8 hitter.
Fastball high as the Colts bench has awakened, Coach, and got a little bit of chatter coming from the third base line.
Lively group.
From with a fastball by Floyd there, Coach.
I think, Logan's capable of throwing the ball past the lower part of this order. So, again, no need to worry about the guy on first and just go and challenge him.
Ahead 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner from first takes off, swing and a miss for the third out. From does a tremendous job getting out of that little scrum. and getting the strikeout.
The bottom of the third.
Yeah, like I
For
say, he
Barbour
made a
four,
bad
Robertson
pitch
Bird
to
3.
Ish on the inner half. That was really the only thing. Cooper hit a clean one previous to that, so, you know, that happens, but good job battling back and showing that bulldog mentality.
YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And
So Philip Barbour in the top of the third inning has 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 men are left on base. At the end of 2.5, Philip Barbour 4, the Flying Eagles 3. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
For the Eagles, number 1, Tanner Cook.
Back at Staten Field, bottom of the third inning, the Flying Eagles trailing the Colts 4-3. The center fielder, Tanner Cook, leading off for the Flying Eagles, takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1.
Yeah, first inning, Tanner didn't get his money's worth on his at-bat. He had a check swing that ended up popping back to the shortstop for easier play, so I think he wants to get his cuts this at-bat.
Alfred Ish's second pitch is low and away again for ball 2. Flying Eagles have Ryland Rock in the pen warming up. Ish's next pitch is right on the outside corner for strike 1.
About the third inning is where you really start to see these pitchers start to let loose. They get loose. Their bodies get loose. Their arms get loose. That fastball had a little pop to it.
Cook ahead in the count now, 3 balls, 1 strike. Cook will be sitting on something right here ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Ish with the pitch. Pitch is low and away for ball 4. Good job by Tanner right there in that situation. Flying Eagles are trailing right now, and he was patient at that at bat, unable to work it. A pretty easy walk.
Yeah, great job by Tanner being patient up there at the plate. Ish tried to hit the outside corner a couple times. It didn't get the call, so Tanner finds himself on first base with just RBI machine Nick George standing at the plate ready to take his cuts.
So the number 3 hitter and the third baseman, Nick George, a batting doubled his first time at bat. Ish makes a play to first base. Squirts away. The ball squirts away from Halfia, but Cook was on the base. It didn't get away far enough for Cook to be able to advance. Ish's throw gets away this time, and Cook scampers into second base. He'll round second base and look. And the first baseman gets it right back into Ish. So Flying Eagles have runners in scoring position, top half of the third inning, down 1.
Well, Tanner had Ish's attention. That's the risk you run when you go over there too many times, and you run the risk of that runner be standing at second base.
Curveball gets away from the catcher, Tyler Sisler, and Cook jogs into third base.
Let me tell you, that wasn't a design steal, but Tanner, from his position, saw where that ball was going to bounce and took off because he knew that the catcher was going to have a tough time controlling it. They're not going to give Nick anything to hit here.
Ish with another curveball low and away for ball 2. And nothing thrown to him so far has even been close to the strike zone, Coach. Fastball up high for ball 3.
I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm walking him if I'm Philip Barbour, the way he's been hitting the ball.
3 balls, no strikes on George. See if Coach Hill gives him the green light here. Curveballs up high for ball 4.
Base on balls for Nick George.
That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter,
Now batting,
Luke Sperry.
number
Sperry
15,
had a
Luke Sperry.
massive 2-run home run his first at bat.
Yeah, he took it for a ride, and that's, again, what this lineup's capable of. They got hitters up and down the lineup that can do that on any given at bat.
Ish, his runners on first and third. He looks at third, looks at first. George takes off immediately. Throw to from Sisler to second base, and George slides in safely for the steal. Now we have runners on second and third with nobody out.
Base for Nick George.
Great job by Nick. Good jump. And, Ish had to kind of, with a runner on third, with runners just on first, he can kind of open up his stance a little bit to see first base. He couldn't really do that with a runner on third also, so they just changed it up for him.
Off-speed pitch to Sperry in there for strike 1. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a nice pitch there by Alfred Ish.
Was a nice pitch. That was the pitch he hit for a home run, only it was a little bit more over the plate last time.
Off-speed pitch again, low and away for ball 2.
But, you want to pitch around Luke, that runs the risk of bringing Nathaniel up with bases loaded.
Fastball inside. Sperry hits a line drive foul down the third base line.
Ish tried to sneak a fastball in the inner half of the plate, and it's tough to do that against these RCB hitters. And Sperry pulled that just a little foul.
Wind's blowing from right to left. Sperry hits a long fly ball to center field. Catch is made by Matlick. Matlick throws it inside, but Cook and George both advance. And Tanner Cook crosses home plate, and the Flying Eagles tie the score 4-4.
Great base running. It was nice to get that runner from Nick George from second to third. That way, if a pass ball happens, we're getting a run the easy way. So good job by Luke hanging in there and getting that run across and advancing the other runner.
So a sacrifice fly by Sperry. He's got 3 RBIs in today's contest. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Nathaniel Junkins. Runner on third base, Nick George. Flying Eagles in a tie ball game 4-4.
Great job by Sisson blocking that. Again, that's what we're talking about. Runner on third, you have to be pretty accurate with your pitches. Big Dan, for some reason, he's just been getting behind in the count the last few games, so it's good to see him ahead of the count here, and I think that's when he does the most damage.
Have 2 balls, no strike. Yes, with the curveball. Nathaniel fouls it down the third base line.
Just missed that off speed, and Than tried to keep his hands back as long as he could. Then he pulled the trigger on it. We'll see if Ish stays with the off speed stuff or tries to challenge him.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ish with a curveball to the outside. Counts 3 balls, 1 strike.
Job by Than laying off that pitch.
Nick George on third base represents the go-ahead run for the Flying Eagles.
Good job.
Ball's hit in between the third baseman and shortstop, and Nick George is going to cross home plate to give the Flying Eagles the lead.
For Nathaniel Junkins.
5-4.
Great job by Big Than hanging in there. Ball's on the kind of right down the middle. He shoots it right in the hole between the shortstop and the third baseman, and run scored. He's standing on first, and it wouldn't surprise me if he makes an attempt at second here pretty soon.
So Flying Eagles, once Philip Barbour took the lead, immediately are able to take the lead back in the bottom half of the third inning with 2 runs. And still only 1 out.
Stolen base, Nathaniel Junkins.
Nathaniel Junkins goes on the first pitch and easily steals second base. So the rally's still going for the Flying Eagles, and at bat is a hotted batter for the Flying Eagles, Braden Thomason, second baseman. Thomason ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes.
Now with a guy on this time, Ish has closed his pitching stance a little bit. So they have a lot of movement behind second, between the second baseman and the shortstop.
This pitch is high and inside. And that wild pitch, it allows Junkins to jog into third base.
Junkins advances to third.
So now you got Junkins on third. He's athletic. He can run with a 3-0 count to Braden. So 1 out. Eagles are in some business here.
RCB is able to do this with only 1 hit in this inning. It's been walks that have really allowed them to
Base on balls for Braden
take control of
Thomason.
this third inning. And Braden Thomason walks on 4 pitches.
Number 27, J.D. Ford.
Now Philip Barbour is in a little bit of a conundrum here because Braden is on first, can run. It brings freshman J.D. Ford up, and Philip Barbour wants to talk about it a little bit, kind of get their strategy, see what they want to do. I don't think it's a pitching change as much as it is a just, hey, this is what we're going to do if he does this. You know, with J.D. up there, the sacrifice is definitely on the table. And the question is, do you let give Braden an opportunity to get to second before you do it? Or do you go ahead and do it right off the bat? So we'll see what Coach Hill chooses here.
Well, Jonathan Carpenter goes out to have a little chat with Alfred Ish and the rest of the infield for the Colts. Now they've got a game plan put together. Braden Thomason runs from third base coach Tanner Hill. He gets his instructions, so we'll see what the Flying Eagles and the Colts have decided to do here. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1 on J.D. Ford.
The way they have it, runner on first, third baseman's going to have to charge. First baseman's going to have to take anything down the first, or the pitcher's going to have to take anything down the first baseline.
Alfred Ish with they do the old throw it to third or throw it to short, trying to cut it off. And Junkins takes off immediately as soon as the throw's made, and he easily scores for the third run of the inning for the Flying Eagles. That'll put the Flying Eagles up 6-3.
That's the thing. When you do the cutoff play, if the runner takes off immediately, man, it gives you no room for error, and Big Thing was able to take advantage of that.
1 ball, actually 2 balls, no strikes on the number 8 hitter, J.D. Ford, with only 1 out. Thomason able to steal second base. Thomason with a big lead. He's occupying the second baseman. Ish with the pitch right on the outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Looks like J.D.'s going to get his opportunity to take some cuts up here.
Thomason takes off. Sisson throws the ball. Head first slide, and Thomason is tagged on the left calf before he reaches the base for out number 2.
Caught stealing makes it 2 outs.
I thought there was a chance. I think that they thought that they could get the jump, and there was a chance. Thought he might have had an opportunity to get in there, but it was a great throw by the catcher, and it was a good location for him to get rid of it quick.
Yeah, Sisson, that pitch by Ish was high and inside and enabled him to make an easy throw to third base for the out. Second out of the inning. 3-1 count on. Hey, check that. Ford walked. And now batting the pitcher, Logan Fromm. No balls, 1 strike on Logan. Here shows the first base. Nice play by Mason Halfie. The throw was a little wild. He's able to jump across Ford and make the catch.
If I'm JD, I keep trying to get a lead. Keep trying to get them to throw it over there. They've been kind of sloppy with it today. Might stand on second.
It's with an off-speed pitch on the outside part of the plate for ball one.
Logan lined out to Ish last at bat.
One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Ish trying to keep J.D. Ford close to first base. Looked like he may have taken maybe a step and a half further lead that time, and he does have the attention of Ish. Ford takes off, and from lines the ball down the left field line, foul.
Well, if you're JD, you keep doing what you're doing at first. If he's thinking about you at first, he's not focused on the pitcher or on the batter. Good job by Logan pulling that inside just a little bit too ahead of it. I would imagine you'll see an off-speed pitch here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. From takes off. Fastball. Sisson.
Great job.
And Sisson throws a strike to second base to get J.D. Ford. And he's able to throw out the last 2 runners
Takes us to the top of the 4th. Your score.
of the 3rd inning.
Great job by Sisson. Man, and both of those pitches have been right where he could come up firing, and he's done a great job limiting the damage here for the Colts.
So the Flying Eagles were able to score 3 runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base at the end of 3 innings complete. Robert C. Byrd 6, Philip Barbour 3. RCBSN Baseball.
Flying Eagle Network.
Roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, country road.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Leading off for the Colts.
Back here
15,
at Staten
Miles
Field, the
Hudson.
Flying Eagles able to score 3 runs and take the lead at the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're at the top of the 4th with the number 9 hitter, Miles Hutzler, at bat. Pitching change for the Flying Eagles in his sophomore, number 5, Ryland Rock. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Coach Hill got 3 good innings out of freshman Logan From.
And Hutzler,
Single for Miles Hutzler.
Clean single.
hits a single just right over the glove of Nick George. Diving
Back to
effort.
the
Great
top
effort by
order
Nick
for Philip
George.
Barbour, number 12, Tyler Sisson.
Yeah, he's throwing strikes. It was a clean hit.
That's going to bring the top of the order in Sisson. After throwing the last 2 runners out, Hits a line drive right down the third base line. And J.D. Ford hadn't played correctly because that could have been more than what it was, Coach.
Number 10, Cody Cooper.
Sisson smoked that and caught third baseman Nick George in a little bit of a shift. I think Nick was expecting a sacrifice, so he was moving on it, just kind of vacated where the ball was hit. So nice piece of hitting.
So top of the fourth, and I said the scoring correctly. It's 6-4 Flying Eagles. Second batter for Philip Barbour, Cody Cooper, the shortstop, hits a foul ball to the first baseman, Luke Sperry, and we're able to record the first out of the inning. That's a big out for the Flying Eagles.
Huge out, and getting that first out of the inning on a foul ball along first baseline. Great job squeezing that, keeping the runners in check. And now you got Ish up, who homered his last at bat.
Alfred Itch up to bat. Fastball's up high for ball one. Runners on first and second. 6-4 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Ryland Rock gets a sign from Dodd. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Alfred Itch. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. He swung at that one like he was mad at it, Coach.
Ryland challenged him. Ryland's not scared. I wouldn't go there too many more times if I was him.
1 ball, 1 strike. Dodd sends a sign. Rocking the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center field. Cooks running. And Itch hits another home run. 3-run home run for Alfred Itch. That's his second home run of the game. And that'll score 3 runs and enable the Colts to take the lead 7-6.
Well, Itch is the kind of hitter, if you don't keep him on his heels a little bit, he's going to make you pay. We've seen this tonight. And, man, he's taken both of those to left field. He's definitely a guy I would put to the outer part of the plate moving forward.
Now batting for the Colts, number 4.
But you live and you learn.
So 1 out. Bring up Josiah Matlick, the center fielder. Rock in the windup. Fastball in there for strike 1. It's ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike.
See how Ryland shakes this off a little bit and battles. This Philip Barbour club, man, they're capable of scoring runs up and down the lineup.
Rock with a pitch on the outside corner. Ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Ryland Rock. I like the way he's battling back as well, Coach.
You love to see that out of your underclassmen. See how they handle adversity.
Ryland with a windup. Off-speed pitch alone away for ball 2. Really nice pitch.
We talk all the time, Coach, no matter the sport, how do players handle conflict? And it's been good to see Ryland battle here.
Matlick. Fouls it away straight back to stay alive.
Ryland kind of went up the ladder a little bit on Matlick. Matlick did a good job fouling it off.
2-2 pitch. Low in the dirt. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
They're wanting the outer part of the plate on that one. I think they might probably try to stay there.
Payoff pitch. Matlick hits it up the middle, just past Rock and just past Thomason for another base hit. That's 4 hits in the inning for the Colts.
That's a great piece of hitting by Matlick. Full count, and he hangs in there, hits the ball right back up the middle. Colts still in business.
Number 5 batter, the third baseman, Jaden Herron, up to bat. Runner on first base, 1 out. Colts leading 7-6. Top of the 4th inning. Check swing for strike 1 on Herron.
Herron flew out to the right fielder Evan Warren last at bat.
Coach, the press box has a aura of popcorn in the air.
Well, Coach, I'd be elbow deep in a bag here if I wouldn't broadcast that across the live stream. But, yeah, you're right. It's tempting.
1-1. Ball's hit down the right field line. Evan Warren goes over and makes a shoestring catch for out number 2.
That's a tough catch by Evan. That ball was tailing to the line away from him, and he kept going and did a great job squeezing that. If that ball gets by him, probably the run from first scores, and he's Heron standing on third with a triple.
So that's going to bring up the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Rock's first pitch is high for ball 1.
Gonzalez been a tough out today. He's singled and he's walked. Both took a lot of pitches.
Hit and run, and Heron swings, but Matlick's able to steal second base and get in a scoring position.
Yeah, that ball was up high, and there was just really no way for Whalen to get that ball down to second clean.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is inside to Heron for ball 2. Matlick on second base, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Pitch is blown away, gets by Dodd, and Matlick rumbles into third base.
Matlick advances on the pass ball.
Three 3-1. We'll see how Ryland battles Gonzalez here.
Rock with an off-speed pitch to the outside. Nice stop by Dodd. Ball 4. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Mason Halfin.
Halfin's hit it to center, right center both times. Lefty. Last inning, he had a nice clean single. And the Flying Eagles got a little bit of a shift going on in the outfield.
Halfin pulls the ball down the right field line. And what an effort by ball was called.
They called it fair. Didn't they? Okay. Some confusion. The umps didn't make a call.
So I guess that the play by Warren in right field was called fair, looked foul. And 2 more runs score on the double by Halfin.
Pinch hitting for Philip Barbour. Number 24, Gabe Skidmore.
Well, I couldn't tell if Evans squeezed it out there or not. It was close either way, but I also really couldn't tell whether it was fair or foul. Definitely some confusion down on the field. To their credit, the Philip Barbour runners kept going, so they didn't wait.
So Philip Barbour extends their lead to 9-4, or excuse me, to 9-6. It's going to bring up a pinch hitter.
Skidmore. Ryland challenged him there.
Pinch hitter's Gabriel Skidmore. He's a senior.
Whalen trying to settle Ryland down a little bit and help him keep his composure.
Pitch is up high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Skidmore.
Ryland's having a tough time getting his arm through his delivery right here. You know, it's sometimes when, as a pitcher, when you're just not syncing up, you know, you're maybe your legs getting out ahead of you, or your arms dragging. It's just tough to find your spots.
Skidmore hits a ball. Junkins on the run, and it falls in between Junkins and Ford for a base hit.
RBI single for
And Mason
Skidmore.
Halfin scores the 10th run for the Colts.
It was a tough spot, and with a windy day, you know, it was just a tough play out there in the outfield.
Re-entering the game
So
for the
Skidmore
Colts,
was a
number
pinch
1,
hitter.
Floyd.
Once he got the hit, they're going to re-enter Ethan Floyd back into the lineup. He's on first base. Ronald Rock with the pitch to the number 9 hitter, Miles Hutzler, the left fielder. Fastball in for strike 1.
Colts batted around this inning.
Hutzler hits the
same
ball.
spot. And no one's at third.
And I think what's going on, Coach, is it's just a tough situation right now. The sun is in the players' eyes.
Yeah.
And
Double by Miles Hutzler.
it's another
Back to the top of the order for Philip Barbour. Number 12, Tyler
another
Sisson.
hit.
I mean, the last 2 balls have just been hit in the absolute worst spot if you're the Flying Eagles.
Coach Tanner Hill's going to call timeout and come out and talk to Ryland Rock. We're going to take a break, too. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Back here at Staten Field, the Flying Eagles are trailing the Philip Barbour Colts 10-6. Philip Barbour's got a tremendous rally going here in the 4th inning. They scored 6 runs on 7 hits. They have runners on second and third. There's 2 outs. Fastball just missed for ball 1 on the catcher, Tyler Sisson.
Sisson has had a heck of a day behind the plate.
Pitch is high and inside for ball 2.
Singled his last at bat.
Rock in the stretch. Sisson fouls it down the left field line, out of play. Count 2 balls, 1 strike.
Colts are animated in the middle of a big inning. They're excited. See if they can keep it going.
Rock from the stretch. Pitch is high for ball 3.
You know, if you're Ryland, man, you've been out there. It's been a long inning. That pitch, he's just not completing his follow-through, so the ball's staying up on him.
3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is high.
Base on balls for Sisson. Brings to the plate number 10, Cody Cooper.
Rock's going to move to the full windup here after the walk to Sisson. Cody Cooper, the shortstop, batting. Here comes
You got a pitching change coming here.
Tanner Hill, the manager. Looks like it's going to be a pitching change. Second trip to the mound in the inning. It looks like that's going to bring in Anthony Corsini. We'll take a break and we'll be back. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
Back here at Staten Field, Flying Eagles trailing 10-6. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Anthony Corsini in to pitch for the Flying Eagles. Cody Cooper, the shortstop, up to bat. Corsini gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, or no balls, 1 strike. Corsini from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball right on the outside corner for strike 2. Anthony Corsini trying to shut the door on this rally by the Colts. Corsini, off-speed pitch, hit down the right field line, and is foul. I almost prematurely said foul ball because the last one I anticipated that was foul ended up being a double. Anthony Corsini ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Cooper swings and foul tips the pitch. Philip Barbour's bench a little animated, thinking maybe the ball wasn't hitting. It got by Dodd, but the ball was foul tipped, so runners can't advance. They can with 2 outs if it's a pass ball or a ball in the dirt that gets away. Cooper hits the ball down out of play down the first base line. And Corsini's came in and gotten ahead in the count and been really aggressive. Corsini with a fastball high for ball 1. Corsini's ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Cooper hits an RBI single. That's going to score 2 runs. Ball gets away from Nick George, and Cooper's going to go all the way into second base. So that's the 8th hit of the inning, and it's going to be 2 more runs scored.
Great clean hit by Cooper. This is just the inning they can't get out of. I think Philip Barber's coach maybe.
Now batting for the Colts, number 32, Alfred Ish.
Trying to see what the discussion is. I don't know if they got a change going on here.
Well, you wouldn't think they would pinch hit for the guy that's hit 2 home runs his last 2 at-bats.
You wouldn't think. I think it's more for the
25 pinch running for the Colts, number 25, Brent Foy.
So the discussion by Coach Carpenter as he put in a pinch runner, Brent Foy, number 25, to pinch run at second base. Philip Barbour have runners on second and third. Alfred Ish up the bat. He's homered his last 2 at-bats. Corsini with a fastball high for ball 1. Comes back with another fastball. Ball's hit away, straight away center field. Tanner Cook's able to get underneath of it for the third out of the inning for the Flying Eagles.
Your score heading into the bottom of the 4th.
Get through
Barber
that
12,
inning.
Robert C. Bird 6.
So the Colts score 8 runs on 8 hits with 2 runners left on base at the end of 4.5. Philip Barber 12, Robert C. Bird 6. RCB is at SN.
Flying Eagle Network.
Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, country road.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important, plus it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Back here at Staten Field,
The Colts, number 32.
Philip Barber head of the Flying Eagles 12-6. Philip Barber has a pitching change. They've moved his shortstop, Cody Cooper, in the pitch.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 18, Logan Frum.
Batting for Robert C. Bird's going to be the DH, number 18, Logan Frum. Cooper's first pitch is outside for ball 1. Little 3/4, possibly sidearm, right-handed pitcher from Philip Barber. Fastball right down the middle, fouled away for strike 1.
Yeah, Cooper has some nice velocity on his fastball. And like you said, kind of drops it down to the side a little bit, gives him a different angle to see if you're a hitter.
Cooper with an off-speed pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Heading to count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's where it really gets you on that sidearm is the curveball.
And Cooper climbs the ladder on from swing and a miss for strike 3.
I think you said it in the break, Coach. I think Philip Barbour senses an opportunity here, so they're going to bring in one of their better guys to try to keep this RCB lineup quiet.
First pitch to Waylon Dawn outside for ball 1. Waylon having a little conversation with the catcher, maybe the umpire, but probably the catcher. Pitch is low for ball 2.
I think he was asking the ump how close that was. He was trying to get his sight lines in there at the plate.
Dodd with a bouncing ball to the first baseman. Mason Halfia, and Halfia picks it up and touches first base for the second out of the inning. So Cooper's come out after their Philip Barbour's taking the lead, 12-6, and he's got 2 quick outs with the 8 and 9 hitters for the Flying Eagles.
And my guess is, that's why he's out there. Try to keep these RCB hitters off balance.
Flying Eagles back to the top of the lineup with right fielder Evan Warren. Cooper with a strike on his first pitch. Comes the wind up in the second pitch. Off-speed pitch, low and away for ball 1.
That first pitch, that fastball looked like a two-seam. It looked like it was tailing back in towards Evan. So he's got some movement on his pitches.
Warren fouls the next pitch away for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Evan Warren. Warren fights the pitch off into right field for a base hit. Nice job of hitting right there for Evan Warren.
And, you expect that from your senior leadoff hitter. And, he's up against a pitcher that hasn't been through the lineup yet. Still, guys are getting used to him, and he gets behind in the count, but he does a great job fighting it off and shooting it into right field. Now they're in some business.
All right, one man on, 2 outs. And Cooper with a really nice move to first base on Evan Warren. That's going to bring up the center fielder who scored his last at bat, last time up, Tanner Cook. First pitch of Cook is high and inside for ball 1. Pitch is outside for ball 2.
Philip Barbour contingent, wondering how that pitch missed.
Cook with a drive to straightaway center field. Macklick caps under it, and he'll make the play. Flying Eagles go quietly in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs on 1 hit. Nobody left, or 1 runner left on base at the end of 4 complete. Philip Barbour, 12. Robert C. Byrd, 6. RCBSN.
Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back at Staten Field, top of the fifth inning, the Flying Eagles trailing the Colts 12-6. Flying Eagles made a pitching change. Braden Thomason is now in the pitch for the Flying Eagles, and Dior Cooper has came into the game at second base.
Leading off for the Colts, number 4, Josiah Matlick.
Leading off for the Colts, the center fielder, number 4, Josiah Matlick. Thomason gets a sign from Dodd, fastball, and Matlick hits it straight away.
A little flip there at the end.
A nice play by Tanner Cook for out
the catch in center field.
Number 1.
Now for the Colts, number 23, Jaden Heron.
That's going to bring up the third baseman, Jaden Heron. He hits a sharp ball to straightaway center field, and that ball is going to get by Evan Warren and fall in for a base hit.
I think Evan kind of lost his footing out there. I don't know if he lost the ball, but he
0-0,
lost his footing and
Gonzalez.
made it tough for him to readjust when the ball kind of tailed on him.
Yeah, the conditions are probably pretty rough in the outfield with all the rain that we've had yesterday. It was just a rainy, pretty much 18 hours leading into yesterday. And that's why Robert C. Byrd had to move their game yesterday evening to Frank Laurie Memorial Field. Aaron hits the ball. Or Gonzalez hits the ball.
Catch made by Evan Warren.
To Evan Warren at second base. Looks like they moved Cooper and Warren. Mason
Now
Halfin.
batting number 5, Mason Halfin.
Mason Halfin up 1 ball, no strikes. Thomason with a fastball in the outside corner to even the count. 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Thomason with the pitch. And there for strike 2.
Coach, is it getting dinner time?
Pitch was just a hair outside. Same pitch again. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomason with the curveball gets away from him and just a bit outside.
You know, Braden's done a good job this season in the
Aaron
relief
advances.
role that they've put him in. That's not always an easy spot. Coming in usually in tough situations, tough circumstances, and he's done a good job giving the Flying Eagles valuable innings this season.
That wild pitch allows Heron to go to second base. 3-2. Ball's hit up the middle for a single. Here comes Heron. Here's a play at the plate. And Matlick scores from second base.
Single for Heron.
And that extends the Colts' lead to 13-6.
Single for Halpin. Another run for Philip Barbour. Now to the plate, number 1, Ethan Floyd.
That's going to bring up the right fielder, Ethan Floyd. Squares around a bunt. Pulls it back for ball 1.
Halpin got a big secondary lead from second. You have to be careful if you're Dodd, not throw behind him. He'll take off to third.
Thomason with a fastball in the inside corner. That'll even the count on Floyd. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomason's pitch low and in the dirt for ball 2. Ball's hit sharply to Junkins. Ball bad hops over his glove into left field. And that's going to score another run as Halpin
number 15
crosses home plate.
Hutzler.
One of them games, Coach. Just one of those games. Things start to snowball on you.
Fastball on the inside corner. Strike 1. Flying Eagles have the bullpen up again. Ball's hit out of play. Strike 2. Thomason heading to count. So he walks up to the mound blowing in his hand. Tonight's definitely a night where you're going to need to blow into your hand. The wind blowing, cool afternoon here at Staten Field. Fastball's low and away, but fouled away.
Good job by Hutzler staying alive. I've been impressed with this Philip Barbour lineup. Up and down, they've got guys that have good quality at bats and they can hit the ball.
Thomason's pitch just misses low for ball 1. Nice pitch up ahead in the count. Dodd did a good job of trying to frame that to get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hutzler. Off-speed pitch, just fouled away.
Looks like Braden's dropping down a little bit more sidearm. I don't know if it's the last couple pitches or maybe this whole inning. I just haven't been seeing it, but when you do that, you get a little bit more side-to-side movement on your pitches.
Fastballs fouled hard down the left field line.
Hutzler just making sure
off
his
the fence.
dugout's paying attention.
A lot of chiming in from the cheap seats over there in the third base dugout. As the Colts are having fun tonight at Staten Field.
Yeah.
Curveball, swing and a miss. Thomason gets a strikeout.
Colts put up 2 more runs. Your score heading into the bottom of the 5th.
The Colts score 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 man left on base. At the end of 4.5. Philip Barbour 14. RCB 6. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings. and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
The third baseman.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 23, Nick George.
Nick George up to bat. Cooper with a pitch. Curveball in there for strike one.
Watching Cooper pitch last inning, and this at bat, I've been impressed.
Nick George with a drive into left center field. And that pitch is gone for a home run by Nick George. In Nick George Alley, left center field.
They're going to have to put a sign up out there. Nick continues his hot hitting for the last couple weeks, and, he's the kind of guy you got to be careful with. I think that was a curveball that Cooper tried to get by him again, and Nick he keeps his hands back and he drives the ball. Great piece of hitting. Like to have some guys on that, but we'll take it.
That brings up Luke Sperry, who's homered once tonight as well. And he hits a line drive down the left field line in for a base hit. Sperry around first. Miles Hutzler gets the ball back into the shortstop.
Great piece of hitting by Luke.
And the bats are alive at Staten Field. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Nathaniel Junkins. First pitch is inside for ball one.
Big Than singled his last at bat. This type of a situation, you don't need the big swing. You just need base runners.
Cooper's pitch is blown away. And Junkins heading to count 3 balls and no strikes. Luke Sperry on first base, no outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch is outside for ball 4. Junkins has walked on 4 pitches.
Number 7, Braden Thomason.
It's going to bring Thomason at bat. Flying Eagles got runners on first and second. Nobody out. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike one on Thomason.
That tail back in towards Braden. Again, it's that little two-seam action. Same thing.
Cooper heading the count. 2 seam fastballs on the outside corner for 2 strikes. He's going to try to climb the wall. And what a great job by Thomason fighting off that high pitch right there. And that's going to at least advance the runners. Sperry to third and Junkins into second. It's going to bring up the number 7 hitter, J.D. Ford.
Great job by Braden. Unfortunately, Flying Eagles have little margin for error here in terms of giving away some outs.
Ford with a little nubber. Here comes Sperry. Plays at first base. Sperry's able to cross for the second run of the inning for the Flying Eagles.
Choice scorer Sperry. Now to the plate, number 6, Dior Cooper.
I can't believe he was on the third baseline and made that throw. Beat JD by half a step.
Great play by Cooper. 2 outs in the inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Dior Cooper. So this is a Cooper battle.
You've been waiting all night to say that, haven't you?
Was it that obvious? Dior Cooper behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Cody Cooper's pitch is outside for ball 1. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3.
Strikeout ends the inning. But Robert
And that'll
Stewart
end the
gets
inning.
across the plate. Heading into the top of the 6th, your scorer, Philip Barbour, 14.
Flying Eagles
Robert Seabird, 8.
score 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. At the end of 5 complete innings, the Philip Barbour Colts 14, Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles 8. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back here at Staten Field, top of the 6th inning. Philip Barbour leading 14-8. Number 12, Tyler Sisson up to bat. Music.
Some technical difficulties up here a little bit, but
Well, the fans here at Robert C. Byrd High School love a little AC/DC to get the crowd going. And it was extended. I don't think the umpire really liked it as much as we did, but the fans really enjoyed it, and the people in the press box were enjoying themselves. So we went ahead and let it go an extra couple seconds, got to the end of the song, and now we're going to play the 6th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sisson. Coach, are you an AC/DC fan?
I am an AC/DC fan. Sometimes when they're on, you just got to let it go.
Sisson with a ground ball to the shortstop. Junkins on the run. Throw to Sperry for out number 1.
With a nice play.
First out of the top of the 6th.
Now batting for the Colts, number 10.
Good job by Big Fan. He caught that ball in a nice hop, and he kind of played the hop nice and makes what could have been a tough play seem pretty routine.
That's going to bring up the pitcher, Cody Cooper. And Thomason's curveball doesn't curve and hits Cooper right between the 1 and the 0, and he'll take first base.
Now to the plate, number 32, Alfred Ish.
Well, the guy coming up to the plate that you don't want to see.
Ish has already homered twice in today's ball game. Thomason with a pitch outside for ball 1.
That's about as close as I'd come to pitching to Ish, too.
Cooper on first base. Hit by the pitch. Second pitch is low for ball 2. Ish fouls the ball down the first base line. And it is caught for out number 2. Luke Sperry. That's big for the Flying Eagles to get Ish out, Coach.
Yeah. Great job by Luke tracking that down. I think we all held our collective breaths up here when Ish takes a cut at the ball anymore.
Bring 2 outs. A runner on first base. Ball's hit to Evan Warren. Evan Warren kicks off his glove into right field. Cooper picks it up, and Cody Cooper rounds second and makes it into third base. So Philip Barbour with some action on the base pads with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning.
23, Jaden Heron.
Yeah, Evan hasn't played a lot of second, and so it was just, it's a different look for him, and ball got away from him there.
Thomason with the pitch. Hit right to Nathaniel Junkins. Junkins on to Evan Warren. And gets Josiah Matlick at the second base.
Heading into the bottom of the 6th, Robert C. Bird down
for the 3rd out. Philip Barbour has no runs on 1 hit. 2 runners left on base. At the end of 4.5. Philip Barbour, 14. Robert C. Bird, 8. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
Roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, country road.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Staten Field on the campus of Robert C. Byrd High School. Flying Eagles trailing the Colts 14-8. The catcher, Waylon Dodd, up to bat. Cody Cooper's first pitch is blown away for ball 1. And Dodd with a line drive right back up the middle for a base hit.
No secret, Coach, that this lineup is capable of scoring 6 runs. Good job by Waylon doing his part. And I would imagine, I don't know if they're going to courtesy run for the catcher. But, now you got your heart of your lineup coming up and got a little opportunity here.
Cooper's got a really good move, as we've seen last inning. He's going to step off. It's going to bring the top of the lineup. And the second baseman, Evan Warren, to bat for the Flying Eagles, trying to mount a comeback.
Evan had a nice single last at bat, right to right center.
Cooper from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball is low and away for ball 1.
See how that ball tails there at the end? I mean, he's got nice action on that.
Cooper with a quick pitch there on Evan Warren.
Yeah, he's changing up his rhythm, especially with the guy on first. You want to keep him guessing, and good job by Cooper.
And Cooper again working fast that time. Warren fouls it away for strike 2. He's behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
What you have to watch is your Cooper. You try to go too quick, you don't get that pause, it'll be a balk.
Warren fights it off.
It's going to be tough.
Ball's hit the shortstop, and there's no play.
Infield single for Warren.
Well, if you're writing a script,
Now to the plate,
I think it would
number
go
1,
something like
Tanner
this.
Cook.
2 runners on. RCB's more accomplished hitters coming up, and we'll see what happens. That's going to cost.
Ball's hit by Tanner Cook to right field. Line drive for a base hit.
Single for Cook loads the bases for number 23, Nick George.
That went inside out, stroked it right in the right field, and that ball tailed on the right fielder, and so we have bases loaded with Big Nick coming up.
All right, so the Flying Eagles got a rally started in the top of the 6th. We have bases loaded. Nobody out, and Nick George coming to bat. Coach Carpenter comes out for a break. We're going to take a short break ourselves. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
Back here at RCB, Staten Field, Nick George up to bat. Flying Eagles trailing 14-8. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. First pitch by Cody Cooper's low and away for ball 1.
Well, good news. No place to put Nick. And his last at bat, he hit a shot down the Nick George alley for a home run.
Fastball inside for strike 1. Not even the count on Nick George. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think that pitch fooled Nick a little bit.
Fastball up high for ball 2. Nick's in a hitter's count now.
Colts wanted that call.
Bases juiced with Flying Eagles. Cooper with the pitch. Oh, inside. And Nick George gets another RBI as he is hitting.
Hits batsman.
Waylon Dodd crosses home plate for the 9th Flying Eagle run of the game.
Great job. Well, Nick stood in there and took it. Wore it, kept the rally alive, got a ribby out of it. Here we go.
Base is still full of Flying Eagles. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Luke Sperry. Sperry's already homered once for the Flying Eagles.
Singled his last at bat.
Sperry in the box. Cooper gets the sign. Curveballs inside for ball 1.
He's been starting these bigger hitters off with a curveball on the inner part of the plate.
Second curveball's in there for strike 1 as it tails a little bit quicker and catches part of the plate. Sperry, 1-1 count. Bases juiced. Curveball again, low and away for ball 2. Sperry ahead in the count, hitter's count. No place to put Sperry. Cooper's going to have to come in with something that. The fastball's low and away. So Sperry way ahead in the count now. 3 balls, 1 strike.
You got Big Than on deck, so doesn't really get any easier if you're Cooper.
Ducks on the pond for Robert C. Byrd.
Oh.
Fastballs inside corner for strike 2.
Everyone a little surprised at that one.
Ball's inside for ball 4. And Cooper walks Sperry and Evan Warren across the plate for the 10th run for the Flying Eagles.
Now batting number 9, Nathaniel Junkins.
I made a joke off the air earlier, Coach, that Flying Eagles would need a touchdown to tie the game back up, but they've got a field goal with nobody out.
Here we go.
And then a home run will tie the game. Junkins with a swing and a miss. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Robert C. Byrd got a rally going. And Junkins fouls the pitch away down the first base line and just gets out of play. So Junkins has new life as the ball just barely makes it over the fence. Foul. No outs. Bottom of the 6th.
I would imagine the slider, the inside portion of the plate. See if he can backdoor him a little bit and catch him looking.
Fastball swing and a miss. Junkins can run. That's going to allow Tanner Cook to score. Junkins is out, excuse me. There was no outs. Bases were full, so that's an out.
No place to put him.
On the swing and a miss, but it does allow the 11th run to score on the night for the Flying Eagles. And
2 runners in scoring position.
Sperry and George move up. Thomason up to bat. Takes a fastball, hit down the line, just foul.
You want to get this to 2 runs if you're the Flying Eagles, and it puts you within a good striking distance. If you can't get them all back this inning.
Cooper heading to count, ball 1 strike on Thomas, and runners on 2nd and 3rd for Robert C. Byrd. Curveball gets by. Here comes Nick George. There's going to be a play at the plate, and George slides in safely for the 12th run for the Flying Eagles. And the Flying Eagles have a runner now on 3rd base.
Barry advances to 3rd.
Tying run at the plate. 1 out. All started off by Waylon Dodds. Clean single.
Pitch is blown away on Thomason. He's now ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sperry on 3rd base, representing the 13th run for the Flying Eagles. And the ball's hit to Cooper. Cooper throws on to first base.
Now batting
and he gets the 2nd out of the inning.
Number 27.
Yeah, if that's
Sperry flirted with taking off, but Coach Hill was able to persuade him into staying.
Yeah, gently reminded him, get back to the bag.
Ford takes a fastball in the inside corner, swing and a miss.
If that ball that Braden hits is just a little bit off to the mound, that run might score.
Pitch to Cooper down the middle. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Flying Eagles able to cut into the Philip Barbour lead 14-12. We still have a runner on 3rd base. Pitch to Cooper. Swing and a miss to Ford, strike 3, and that'll end the Flying Eagle rally. Robert C. Byrd's able to score 4 runs on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base at the end of 6 complete innings.
Philip Barbour 14. Robert C. Byrd 12.
Philip Barbour 14. Robert C. Byrd 12. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Leading off for Philip Barbour.
Back here
Gonzalez.
at Staten Field, top of the 7th inning. Philip Barbour ahead of the Flying Eagles, 14-12. And the shortstop hits the ball to straightaway center field, and Tanner Cook is able to make an easy catch.
One
Gonzalez.
pitch, one out, Coach. Just what we needed.
Now batting number 5, Mason Halfland.
Now up to bat, the first baseman, Mason Halfland. Thomason with the pitch outside, and Halfland takes the pitch to left field. J.D. Ford picks it up, throws it into Junkins for a base hit for Halfland.
Brings up number 1, Ethan Floyd.
The right fielder, Ethan Floyd, up to bat. The number 8 hitter. Runner on first, one out for Philip Barbour. They're ahead 14-12. First pitch on the outside corner for strike one for Thomason.
I've been impressed with Braden, the way he's come in and kind of settled things down for the Flying Eagles.
Swing and a miss. And Thomason ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
And again, we've talked about it before. This is his first season back playing baseball since he was 12. So this is all just kind of amazing. Got away from him there.
Thomason's off-speed pitch got away from him, and that enables Halfland to advance to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball on the outside corner, swing and a miss, strike 3.
All right, see if we can get this number 9 hitter Hutzler. And
now batting number 15, Miles Hutzler.
So Miles Hutzler up to bat, the number 9 hitter. Nice pitch by Braden Thomason, just low for ball 1.
RCB not really worried about the runner at second.
Hutzler fouls it back for strike 1.
Because of that, they're not really covering, so they're not leaving any holes in the infield. The other part of it is Evan playing second doesn't play second all the time, so they can't get too complicated with their coverages.
Thomason with the pitch. Gets away from Dodd. Dodd goes ahead and holds it. As Halfland
advances to third base.
Slides into third base.
Smart decision by Whalen, not trying to get him out at third.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball's fouled away for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Miles Hutzler. Be big if Braden could get this out and stay away from the top of the lineup again. Not have to face them one more time.
Yeah, give them the Flying Eagles an opportunity in their half of the inning. Maybe walk this thing off.
Thomason with the payoff pitch. Actually, 2-2 pitch. Now runs the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Like you said, you don't want to mess around here and turn the lineup over.
Pitch is low and away for ball 4. And that gets the Colts back to the top of the lineup.
Back to the top of the order. Number 12, Tyler Sisson.
Tyler Sisson up to bat. We've got a timeout from manager Tanner Hill.
Yeah.
will take one with him. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
Back at Staten Field, score 14-12. Philip Barbour ahead of Robert C. Byrd, top of the 7th inning. Little two-out lightning right now for the Colts. Runners on first and third. And we're at the top of the lineup with Tyler Sisson. First pitch in there for Thomason for strike one.
Runners on the corners. Coach Hill wanted to have a little bit of a meeting to kind of make sure they were all on the same page, what they wanted to do if the runner went.
Thomason with the pitch in the dirt. Great stop by Waylon Dodd.
To be honest with you, that run at first doesn't really matter. Just focus on this batter.
1 ball, 1 strike. Thomason with the pitch just outside for ball 2. Thomason in the stretch. There comes the pitch. Pitch is inside for ball 3. Run the count 3 balls, 1 strike on Sisson. Cooper's on deck for the Colts. Pitch gets away.
Base on balls for Sisson brings up number 10, Cody Cooper.
And Halfin.
Good job hustling back there, keeping the runner there. You know, Braden really doesn't pitch a lot of chunks of innings. He comes in, spot relief. So Coach Hill's leaning on him a little bit. Flying Eagles have several games coming up in the next few days, so trying to utilize their pitching staff the best they can.
Thomason back in the full windup. Grounder hit to Junkins. Junkins throw to first base. What a scoop by Luke Sperry for the third out. And they squeeze out the rally by the Colts.
Braden held up his end of the bargain. Big Dan had his back. So now the Flying Eagles have an opportunity here to walk this thing off and or extra innings, Coach.
So Philip Barbour scores no runs on 1 hit. 3 men are left on base at the end of 6.5 innings. Philip Barbour 14, Robert C. Byrd 12. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back here at Staten Field, bottom of the 7th inning.
Number 6.
Flying Eagles trailing the Colts 14-12. The right fielder up to bat, the switch hitter, Dior Cooper. Cody Cooper's first pitch is outside for ball 1.
See if we can kick the field goal and take his home.
Pitch is low and inside for ball 2.
The other part of being a switch hitter, because Dior he batted right his previous time. So you change, this is probably the first lefty Cooper's seen.
Pitch is outside for ball 3. And Cooper's probably taking 2 pitches here, Coach.
I would imagine.
We're at your number 8 hitter, Dodd on deck for the Flying Eagles. And that pitch is right down the middle for strike 1.
Cooper on Cooper, huh, Coach?
Second pitch in there for strike 2. And that'll run the count full.
Good job battling back. 3-0 count.
Cody Cooper with the pitch, payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped for strike 3.
Great job holding on to that. Well, last inning, Whalen started it off with a single right over second, so we'll see if he can do the same thing here.
The catcher batting for the Flying Eagles, number 3, Waylon Dodd. First pitch by Cooper is right over the outside corner for strike 1.
Cooper is on the mound, and he is pitching quick. He's ready to go. He's in the zone here.
Ball's hit down the right field line, and it's foul. So it falls foul over the head of the first baseman, Mason Halfin.
I'll be honest with you. If I was the Flying Eagles, I would do what I could to slow Cooper's pace down here. Maybe step out of the box a couple times.
No balls, 2 strikes. Curveball hit up the middle. Plays made by the second baseman. Dodd dives into first base, but Halfin able to get the ball ahead of the dive, and that'll be the second out for the Flying Eagles. So we're going to need a little 2-out lightning for the Flying Eagles to be able to come out or come back tonight. We're at the top of the lineup with the second baseman, Evan Warren.
Evan can get on. Next 4 hitters are capable of tying the game with 1 swing.
Cooper with a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Cooper is focused. He is just tossing aspirins in here.
He's in the windup. Here's the pitch. Curveballs. Foul down the third base line for strike 2. So Cody Cooper ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And the fastball's fouled away by Warren to stay alive.
Shocked me to see him break this on the outer half of the plate here. Try to get him swinging.
Curveball on the inside corner for strike 3, and that'll end the game. Philip Barbour will take the win, 14-12. Crazy game tonight, Coach.
Yeah, we talked about it at the top. Philip Barbour needed base runners, and they did it by hitting the ball. 16 hits this evening, and they pounded the ball, moved around the base pass, and Flying Eagles came back, but they just fell a little short there at the end.
Yeah, Robert C. Byrd, it was in a situation where they were down 14-7 at one point in time in the game and able to battle back to make it 14-12, but just a little bit a little too late to overcome the deficit that they were put in this evening.
I was impressed by Philip Barbour's team. They have a nice lineup. They had a couple of nice arms, and Cooper really came in and did a good job closing some things out. And this is going to be, these teams might meet in the section. So this was a game where Philip Barbour could, after getting beat pretty soundly last week, they came back and kind of reestablished some things for themselves.
Okay, the Flying Eagles will be back in action tomorrow. For Ryan Lance, I'm Basil Lucas. RCBSN Baseball.
The Flying Eagle Network.